All right, morning guys. It is early this morning. You can see, I don't know if you can, it's kind of rainy, drizzly, but I'm headed to the store early this morning. Had a pretty late night last night. Aiden played baseball down at East Central. Had a really good night, hit a couple of balls really hard, hit a home run kind of the right center all the way up on the batting cage there. But anyway, he had a good night. Got hit in the hand. I don't know. I hadn't looked at that the video yet. But when I'm doing this, it'll be, you know, I'm a little ahead of you guys. But hope his hand's okay. It was kind of swollen and stuff like that this morning. But anyway, think he's gonna be okay. That's just part of it. But got a lot going on today, man. The bow shop has just been busy. God, I've been busy. So I mean, still, and it's gun season actually opens this weekend for kids, and then primitive weapon the next weekend for adults. So I got a couple of bows sold. I got to get 2 bows set up this morning before customers roll in there. Then I know I got another guy, another kid coming from Ackerman. I'm gonna set up a bow for him. I believe it's an elite. So I just got lots going on. So I'm gonna try to get there early. I'm gonna try to do a bow setup with this one of these V3s. I got 2 V3s sold this morning. Both of them are 31s. The 31-inch axle to axle V3. So you know, lots of people come in, and on those V3s, I'll try to show you this morning. One says 27 on it. One says 31. It's like a little sticker that's kind of inset in the riser. A lot of people think that's draw length. That's not draw length. And when you hear bow companies talk about ATA, that's axle to axle. So the length of that bow from where the axle goes through the center of the limbs and through the cams from the top to the bottom, that's axle to axle. That's not necessarily overall length, because you know the cams may stick up this high above the axle. But anyway, they have the V3, they have 2 of them. One's 27 inches axle to axle, one's 31. So I'm gonna get those set up. Y'all stay with us this morning. Like I said, I'll try to do just a little bow setup, show you what's going on in the shop. We hadn't done that much lately, been busy doing other stuff. And I'm gonna just travel. I'm gonna listen to a little Mercy Me on no message radio, and I'm gonna head towards Starkville. So we'll see y'all in a little bit at Owens Outfitters. All right, so made it to the old workplace. I'll take y'all in here with me this morning. Kind of just my normal everyday routine. Getting here and getting everything opened up and ready to go. Y'all say hey to George. So, man, it's cool in Mississippi today. So I'm gonna go back here and get all these lights cut on. I love Friday, so I don't know when y'all actually see this, but it's Friday when I'm making this, and Fridays are always good. I do have to work tomorrow. I'm not a huge fan. I always said that if I ever quit doing what I'm doing, which I think this is the 13th fall that I've been doing this, but I said if I ever quit doing what I'm doing, it's because I have to work on Saturday. Even though I get a day off in the week, I was off Monday. I love, you know, being off on Monday, but it's just different because, and you folks that, you know, have to work the weekends know, I mean, my family, my kids, my wife, they're all off on Saturday, and you have to leave and come to work. Now, I will say this, I enjoy coming up here on Saturdays because I see a lot of customers on Saturday that sometimes you don't see during the week, and the phone don't ring as much on Saturday either. So I don't mind being up here on Saturday as much. You know, it's hard. It's fixing to get dark right here, but it's hard not to be here on Saturday in Starkville, especially during football season when there's home games, you know, because there's lots of extra people in town. But anyway, enough rambling on working Saturday, but one of these days I ain't gonna have to work the weekend. So I'm gonna get all this money and stuff out, and then we'll start setting up a bow. So I'll be right back. All right, so let's get flipped over there to the old YouTube. Man, what would we do without YouTube, huh? And let's get on. Every morning up here at the store, always watch, or listen, I don't watch because I'm fixing to go back there and go to work. But I always watch Rick and Bubba. If y'all hadn't seen all this new Orvis stuff, I don't know that I videoed all this. I'll try to get in here and maybe in the next day or two and video. Show you some of this Orvis and then this over and under. Pretty cool shirts there. And then this new brand I don't know much about. I don't see it, but it's called Duck Count. They may have moved it on me. But anyway, it's pretty sharp. So let's get back here to the bow shop. And I'm going to show you what I got going on. Bow shop has still been really, really busy. If you look back here, I mean, I still got bows to work on back here. Crossbows with busted limbs on them. Bows. And then up here in my bow shop, man, golly at all the bows. This one here, busted limbs. Gotta fix that. So what I got going on, I got two V3s that I'm gonna set up for two different customers, both of them. And what I was telling y'all earlier, if you see this right there, that 31, that just means it's 31 inches from the center of this axle to the center of that axle right there, okay? So I'm gonna get that one set up. I got a 27-inch axle-to-axle bow to set up. And then I have another 31-inch axle-to-axle bow there to set up. And the stuff that's going on, one of the bows is hanging up right here. But I'm gonna do this little how-to video. I kind of got everything laid out. That way when I set my camera up, I can kind of talk as I work. We're gonna put this HHA Virtus fall-away rest on this bow. Y'all seen this site, man. It's just my go-to site when a guy's wanting to save a little money. That site retails for $80, but it is a great all-metal toolless design site. I have not done a little video on this tight spot quiver. Love the tight spot quiver. And then we're gonna put this AAE 10-inch stabilizer on it. So we're gonna do a little bow setup here and let y'all kind of see that. And I'll do a little demonstration with those tight spot quivers. How many of y'all remember these arrows right here? Huh? How many? Tell me in the comments below if you remember these old aluminum Easton arrows. Man, I love them. Used to shoot the old orange ones and had old black ones, but anyway, love that XX75 camo hunter arrow. Let's see, what's the size on this one? 24-13, so it's a chunk. But anyway, we'll be back. I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, so I'm gonna start setting up this 31-inch V3, and I'm putting this HHA Virtus rest on here. Really like this rest. Maybe is not as aesthetically pleasing as what the Matthews rest is, but I am a big fan of this rest. The functionality of it, really like this Virtus rest. So got that put on, one bolt, pretty simple. If you don't have a set of T-handles, so guys that maybe work on bow shops there at the house, if you don't have a set of T-handles, just in a general bow setup, man, they just make life so much easier when you're getting ready to set a bow up. This is that Rocky site. Y'all seen me show this site a couple times. Really like the toolless design here. This is your left and right. Loosen that, and then it just turns Clockwise goes in, out, counterclockwise goes in. You just snug it. And this is your up and down. Clockwise goes down, counterclockwise goes in. Now, I tell people all the time on these adjustment screws right here, okay? These adjustment screws right here. They have a little rubber brake under there, okay? So don't really over tighten them, because if you do, they keep going further. Then they don't want to tighten up. So, you just get them good and snug whenever you're getting it tight. It don't have to be too tight. The sight's not going anywhere. So again, this is why the T-handles are so nice. You can kind of spin them this way, see how they'll spin, but really easy. Lots better than just your, these little Allen wrenches have their place. This is probably what most of you is used to using right there. They definitely have their place, around the house. And even here in the bow shop, there's some things I use them for, but very little. Love my set of T-handles. On my tight spot quiver, this is the tight spot quiver bracket right here, okay? I love it. Dovetail, the machining process is super duper nice. So I'm going to get this on here, and then obviously it mounts to the rear of the sight. Most all sights have a place where you can mount your quiver. If you don't put a riser mounted like a Matthews quiver on here, then all the other quiver companies mount just like this. So I'm gonna put that on there, and then I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you kind of how it works. So when I put this bracket on there, I don't get it super tight, because I'm about to show you why. Okay, so see how I can kind of move it. So this, okay, right there, that's the dovetail. It goes on the dovetail, and then that's what makes it tight. That makes it loose. So when I put that on, I put my middle finger there, and as soon as I feel that dovetail bump my middle finger, then that's about as far as I want to go with it right there, okay? Now let me show you why I said what I did about not tightening it, okay? So you can kind of look at that. So if it's not super tight, then the way I line it up is kind of parallel with my string. Obviously my string's there. I just want, for good clean lines, then I want that to be there. Once I get that whole bracket like I like it, then you can snug it up. I'm gonna have to put y'all down to just to hold it tight to get it where I want it. Now let's snug it. So super cool. Love it, love it, love it. Pretty easy just in the initial setup, again, of bolting it all on. Let me turn y'all around. So again, adjustment screws, okay? Loose, clockwise, if you watch those lines, moves it out. Counterclockwise, moves it in on all micro adjust sights. And then when I tighten it, I just snug it, okay? That's your left and right. Here's your up and down, okay? Loosen it. See if I can get my old big fat hands out of the way. Clockwise brings it down. You see it moving down. Counterclockwise moves it up. And I can get these sights really close for the customer here in the store too. And when I tighten it, I just snug it. Now, something I do tell people, I have lots of guys coming here all the time, said, hey man, can you sight my bow in for me? I can't sight your bow in, but we can get your bow really, really, really close. And I do that kind of just in the initial bow, the bow setup. If you're at a bow shop and they're not doing that, say you get here and your loop is set up and your sights are this much outside or inside your rest, that's not good. I mean, it's really quick, really easy for me to get you close you know, y'all see me shoot here. Most of my customers will stand about right here, okay? I just want him close. You know, I don't want him, if we're shooting at this dot, obviously I don't want my customer hitting way over here or way up here. I want him somewhere around this dot. That way, you know, these 10, 12, 15, $19 shafts each, he's not losing them, bending them, breaking them at the house. And then I even can walk way back here if there's not a customer in the store and shoot here. So anyway, that's a good picture of Aiden right there. He was playing with the Brewers right there. That was at the area codes last year, but really good swing. So all right, well, I'm gonna finish getting these bows set up, and I'll be with y'all here in just a minute. Okay, so I think I've showed you guys before. Once I get my loop tied, my center shot and all done, then Matthews comes down at the correct distance with this serving, okay? So I run my cable through the down serving, I pull it all the way tight. I take my bow over there on my draw board, I draw the bow, and it stopped at the right length. Now I'll probably, if you see right there is flush, I'll probably go to about right there and cut that string off and then burn it, and it'll be at the right place for this rest. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna measure this guy he's a tank, big tall guy. So I got 30.5-inch mods. I'm gonna measure about 6.5 inches. That's, you know, a good average from center of the peep or center of the loop to the center of the peep. I'll stick that peep in there about 6.5 inches. Again, Matthews is awesome because they let you know where center of that bundle is since it's a solid color string. So I'll get that done, and we'll wait on this guy to come in and we'll be ready to go. All right, so while I'm waiting on the guy to get here with his come pick this bow up, you see here I got a couple of broadheads. Again, these just more back ordered stuff that you ordered back in July. So I got two different Grim Reaper Pro Series. I got the Pro Series 125 grain crossbow, and then this micro hybrid. I really like this head. So this is an expandable here that is also a fixed blade. One thing you have to be careful of, let me show you this, because I've had guys do it. This is just a whole how-to video. All right, you see that first broadhead right there? Guys, listen to me. That is the practice broadhead. That blade right there does not open like these blades right here. So if you shoot this broadhead and you bring it in, I've had guys come in the store. They said, "Hey man, my broadhead didn't open. I lost a deer." And I said, "Really? What? You know, wonder why it didn't open." I said, "I don't know." So they'll bring me the broadhead in, and they will have shot a deer with the practice broadhead, whether it be a fixed blade or an expandable. This one right here is not gonna open. You see how it's got gold on it right there? See how they're all different? Okay, don't shoot this one. Don't shoot that one. It's kind of like don't eat the yellow snow. Don't shoot that broadhead right there. All right, well, happy Friday. We done about made today. So did a couple of videos today. I hope y'all kind of like the whole, you know, bow setup stuff. It's hard to go through every little dimension. I thought once I started the whole bow setup thing, once I start the bow setup, I'll be right back. Aiden's calling. All right, so what I was saying, once I started kind of doing that video today, I don't know, there's so many little short videos I could do on certain rests or certain sights or certain quivers, and there's lots of that kind of stuff that I could do, but they're gonna be shorts. You know, maybe I probably wouldn't put them in the YouTube shorts, but they'll just be short 5 or 6 minute videos. So maybe not even that much. Maybe it'd be more like 3 or 4 minute videos. So, you know, you guys can let me know in the comments, hey, you know, Slade, that's something I'd like to do, you know, or like to see, or You know, maybe I even thought about going over some different broadheads. I mean, it's getting to be gun season, stuff like that. So anyhow, I'm gonna close this video up. I am almost home. I don't know what me and Julie and Ainsley's gonna do. I think Aiden and Emmy's going to hang out, or maybe going to Starkville or eat like that, or eat or something like that. Wednesday, I'm not sure when I'll post this video, but Wednesday, November the 10th is National Signing Day. So Aiden will actually sign his national letter of intent with the Mississippi State Bulldogs. So, you know, y'all will get to see that coming up and all that. So, all right, I thank y'all. I'm going to end this one right here, and we'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate you.